Well, I guess here we are. Hi, I'm James Caruso. This is my final stream for my esports class. It's the final project. And I think what I really want to do today is, well, play Angry Birds, but also talk about my connection to the franchise and how I feel about it now. Because it has been like a huge part of my childhood growing up, and I really want to... I honestly just wanted to play it for this because I was feeling a little bit nostalgic. But anyway, here we go on that. Alright, so we're actually playing Angry Birds Friends. I really wanted to play the original, like, Angry Birds, but, you know, that stuff, like, you know, I couldn't get that on PC. I could only do it on my phone. And because streaming on my phone is probably a big hazard, I decided to just do the easy way out. You know, this is as close enough to the original game as I can get it, but, you know, I played a little bit just so I can get myself familiarized with, like, the different techniques of the game, but, yeah, here we go. Oh, apparently I unlocked this white bird. I actually know all the birds, so, well, the red one, his name is Red, very original. The blue ones, I forget. I know one of them is Jay, and then another one is Blue, and then... I don't know what the other one is, but I'm sure I'd recognize it if I saw it. This is Chuck. Honestly, he's probably my favorite. I don't know. I love the energy around him. This is Bomb, I feel like, for obvious reasons. He's the one that blows up. Oh, yeah. So, the abilities is this guy can split into 3, which is kind of represented by these guys here. Chuck, you know, he goes really fast, which is probably one of my reasons why I like him, because I honestly love fast characters. They just bring a lot of energy into wherever they are. Bomb, I feel like needs no explanation for what he does. This is Matilda. She shoots fireballs out of her butt. I don't know. That's all I could really give out of that. Let's see. We got Bubbles over here. He like inflates. He makes himself huge. This is, oh man, the Boomerang. He's a Boomerang. This is Stella. She makes bubbles, like actual bubbles, not turning herself into a bubble like Bubbles over there. And then this is Terrence. He's the big boy. Yeah, no, I think Chuck is my favorite out of all of them, and that's just my honest opinion. I don't know why I only got 2 stars on that, but honestly, that's fine. I'm good with continuing the trend. Alright. So we have the original. You know, one of the things about this game is it does carry some of the original elements from the original game, but like the different bird sounds. I personally don't have... I get 3 stars first try. I don't really have a problem, like, with this game, but I feel like it doesn't give the same energy as the original did. I started playing Angry Birds, like, around 2013, I want to say. It was, like, around elementary school at the time. Sometimes I would pretend to be sick so I could just go home and play Angry Birds straight up. And, you know, I remember, like, those days of, like, grinding to get the golden egg, like, Easter egg maps, because those were always fun to find, and I would always look up, like, YouTube tutorials for it and everything. But, and then, you know, like, the next game that we had up was Angry Birds Season, and I also love that game. I loved it so much. I did not know she made that sound, but alright. And one of the things about the seasons is, because, you know, it carried, like, some of the similar elements, but it made it, like, brand new. It was gushing with seasons. Adoy, there is the name. But, oh yeah, and... oh man, I thought I was going to get 3 stars on that. I really, like, appreciate those 2 games a lot, because it was, like, the building ground. But there are, I do have my favorite games in the franchise, but I will talk about them in a little bit. As of right now, thinking about the next game, it would probably be Angry Birds, like, Space or Angry Birds Star Wars. I like those games, but I don't know, like, I was good at them, obviously, but it was more so, it was, like, taking the boundaries. It did something new, which I appreciated more than anyone, but, like, it was it was basically like redoing what Angry Birds and Angry Birds Season did, but really just adding like a gravity effect. But I did not hate those games. They still have a special place in my heart, and I definitely remember them. I remember the blue alien that made like frost whenever he was fired. Let's see, did I get 3 stars on that one? Yes, I did. I'm goated. All right. So the next game. Okay, I can just tell what my favorite games in the franchise like were. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I love the original one, and I love Angry Birds Seasons. They have a pretty genuine like place in my heart. But I think if I had to choose my favorite, it would probably be Angry Birds Epic and Angry Birds Go. Though they're not exactly like the original Angry Birds. They made something completely new. Like for Angry Birds Epic, they changed it into like this whole kind of like RPG type style game, and I really loved it. I really wish they never took that down. But Rovio, the creators, the company for Angry Birds, was like, I don't know, money. But then, that was I think that I prefer that game the most, actually. And we free bubbles. Goody. No thanks. I'll skip that. I'll skip all that. But one of the best things from, like, Angry Birds Epic was this game kind of takes that effort, as in, like, you have to unlock the games, but, the whole basis is that you have to unlock. First try, alright. But one of the things is you had to rescue the birds as well as the eggs. And honestly, I remember, like, trying to, like, grind up the gear and get the best possible fits for all the birds. But, yeah, no, that was always my favorite. And then you have, like, Angry Birds Go, which was like Mario Kart, basically, but it was for a phone. And what made that one so unique is they had like these little toys called telepods, where you would stick it on like an iPad, and then the cart would be scanned into the game, and that would just be yours. I remember like having to take, okay, well that was just a bad start altogether. But my favorite part of because I used to do like a bunch of writing things like growing up and stuff, just so I could improve my literature skills. But after that, we would go to Toys R Us when it was still a thing. I think it's still a thing right now, but that's not the point. We would always go there. I would always get the next telepod that was available, because I loved doing that. But yeah, no, that was probably my favorite, well, second favorite. But I still loved all the other ones that came, like, after it. Until, the Angry Birds movie in 2016 decided to go around. But, okay, I did like the movie. It's getting more recognition as it goes along, and I'm proud of that. But, and then, you have Angry Birds Toons, which was basically, like, little shorts involving, the Angry Birds themselves. And I remember growing up and, like, watching them, and I liked some of them. But then, now we're in the era where Rovio's kind of making, like, not necessarily bad, but not necessarily good, like, Angry Birds games, because they have, like, Angry Birds 2, and some kind of like Candy Crush level portion of them, which is all fine and dandy, I guess, but it just doesn't hold the magic. Plus, it's just like a endless cash grab that somebody would get. But and then at that point, I saw the second Angry Birds movie. I thought that was good too, except for Baby Shark, whatever that was about. I mean, appealing to the younger audience, of course. But as of like where I stand on how I feel about Angry Birds right now, I still love the franchise. Like when I got back on this like game, I smiled a little bit because this just unlocked a lot of memories. I would remember just like endlessly restarting every single like game because I wanted to get a perfect 3 stars. Honestly, after this stream, I might even do this again, like whenever I get bored. But I just remember all of that. The good times will always be like in my heart. And I still remember the first time I actually beat Angry Birds Epic. And also, getting a golden egg in the original Angry Birds was so, like, satisfying for me because, I don't know, it felt good to unlock more content in the game as we go along. Oh, and I remember this guy's name. His name is Hal. I remember that. And, okay, so, yeah, no, he's basically a boomerang. Honestly, I think he's my least favorite character, but I appreciate that he was unique. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Honestly, at this point, it's just been kinda... Oh, come on. Okay. Fall. Okay, I feel like I should restart that. That was a real... I mean, that wasn't the worst attempt. But yeah, no, this is what I'm talking about. I do miss, like, endlessly trying to get... Oh, wait. Oh, the king pig. The king pig. I keep thinking of Kingpin from, like, Daredevil, but no, this was the Mama Jamma. Also, like, I don't know, honestly, I think on YouTube, they actually put the, like, shorts on there. I might go back and rewatch them just so I can engage in those memories. But yeah, also, I don't really like the redesign for the boomerang. Oh. Dang it. But, you know, I still love the franchise, even if it has, like, really died down. Like, recently what they did is they, like, put back the original Angry Birds in the App Store for, like, 99 cents. And, like, the best part about it, it was, like, ad-free. There were no ads like most mobile games have right now. Which, you know, I thought that was a really cool thing to do. But, you know, for some reason they took it off again. Maybe it's because, you know, they saw it was doing way too good and was taking away from, like, the other games, like, newer games that they made recently. Which, you know, I guess I understand. But on the other hand, why not just give back the original games? Like, I feel like if they gave back Angry Birds Epic, like, honestly, everything. Even I forgot about Angry Birds Rio. I love the movie, like, I love Rio, and then when I heard they were doing Angry Birds, I was mind blown. That was, like, one of the first crossovers I've ever experienced in my life. And now, actually, now that I think of it, I do have... They did make Angry Birds for, like, Xbox and everything, and for the Kinect. And I do have it. I actually played it, like, a few, like, weeks ago, I'd say. But I had fun on it. It's harder with a controller than it is, you know, on a phone or on PC. But, you know, it is what it is. Also, I'm probably just gonna, you know, move it along and get to another level. I'm just gonna do this one more time. I said I'm gonna do this one more time. Alright. Also, their sounds are very iconic to me. There you go. Alright. Honestly, we can just... There we go. There we go. Alright, and did I get... Easy. Easy. Oh yeah, and you know, I completely forgot about the power-ups up here. I don't really know if I'm gonna use them, but I remember how they worked. So, this one up here, the potion one, that would, like... Shut up. It would make the birds, like, bigger and a better target. The slingshot, it makes it more powerful, so it, like, throws them faster. And this one, it would aim directly for a specific pig. I don't know if you could do that manually. This one is like an earthquake type thing. It shakes the map, and yeah. And then this one, it's raining the TNT. And then this one's the Super Terrence, which I guess... I forget which one that does, but if I remember correctly, if you shot him, he would kind of have, like, this little shockwave effect. But, yeah. I really... Like, talking about this makes me want to get back on, like, Angry Birds Epic and Angry Birds Go. Which I would, you know, if it was back in the App Store, but sadly it is not. But I do love the game, and I would gladly come back and play it some more. Ugh, but yeah, I don't think I got 3 stars. Dang it! I thought I did. Ah, but I was close. Yeah, no. Based on like everything. Oh yeah, she was not gonna make that. Where? Okay, I guess she disappeared. You know, whatever. Honestly, I might be playing the same 3 levels, but honestly, I strive for I strive for perfection in this game. It's a personal thing. I just wanna. It makes me feel more accomplished. Which I wish I could say the same about my schoolwork, but you know, I get those done. But yeah, no. It's all good at that point. And then... yeah. It's more of... alright. But yeah, I think the goal is I'm gonna do like 1 more level, and then we will get right on it. We'll end the stream. Honestly, I enjoyed playing this. This brings back a lot of happy memories. I also remember like all the trailers for the games. Like sometimes when I'm bored, I just watch the Angry Birds season's Chinese New Year, and then got Angry Birds Rio. You have the original Mighty Eagle. I don't know why he's not in this. He probably is, but the Mighty Eagle thing is like you threw a can of tuna, and then a big eagle would just come in and kill at like everything in there, which I thought, you know, it didn't feel rewarding to do, but like it would pass the level. Yeah, and also this is really easy. Okay, come on. All right, I guess not. There we go. And let's see, did I get 3 stars? No, I did not. Oh well. Alright. But yeah. So that was my stream. Honestly, this went better than I thought it would. I thought there were gonna be like a ton of audio issues. I had to work through them for like 3 hours, so I hope it turned out okay. But yeah, I really hope whoever watched this enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe one day I'll do this again. I'll have to see where my paths align. But yeah, thanks.
Meow.